Good morning and welcome back to Subnautica. This is episode 28 and I am very excited. As a matter of fact, I am more excited about this particular episode than I have been since I did my big base building episode where I moved to my new location. I understand there is a lot of progress that's going to happen in this episode. As you can see, I have got my sub parked in the lava area. I am pretty deep at about 1,100 meters below ground. Now, the decision that I've been trying to make is whether to go in with my sub or to take my mech warrior in and explore this cave with that. Now, the conclusion that I finally come to is that I'll be taking my sub and heading that direction. The downside is I don't know how much space there will be, and this is not the most maneuverable vehicle in the world. With with my mech warrior suit, I can make a lot more fine movements, but you know, I think we're going to go with this. If it doesn't work out, I can always park the sub in some place and, you know, just start going as it is. So let's go ahead and, pull out and start taking a look. Now, I'm very excited about this because I've never seen this before. Let me get my cameras going because I actually don't know that much about which way to go. This is my lower belly camera, so I'm going to pull forward. Oh, yeah, that guy makes me nervous. You know, I have noticed a pattern where the teleport guys will bother me if I'm in anything. Yeah, that guy right there. They will bother me when I'm in anything besides my sub. But inside the sub, they don't seem to be able to teleport me out, so they leave me alone. Well, the problem is with those big Leviathan, they love attacking my sub, and they will go to town on it. Whereas my mech suit is, I've got a little bit more flexibility or a little more maneuverability, so I don't run into that problem quite as much. Oh wow, we are going deep. We may end up having to take, if this goes much deeper, I'm gonna have to end up parking this thing and just take in my my mech warrior, because my mech warrior now goes down to 1,700 meters, whereas this guy does not. I hadn't put together that this sub won't go any deeper. I thought I'd done all the upgrades to the depths modules. As a matter of fact, let me pull in this little cove right here. I could drop it a little bit, but there don't seem to be any big creatures around me. I'm okay from that direction. I'm okay from behind. Yeah, I'm okay to sit here for just a second. Let me get out of that location and let me run back. I believe this is where I would do the modification. Pawnee suit, Cyclops depth module 3, and I think that's the one I just did, right? Because I can't do it. There's no depth module 4. This is the Cyclops depth module 3. Oops. Hand slipped on the keyboard, so I was going the wrong way. And let's take a look. Oh, I only have the depth module 2. I did not realize that. Unfortunately, this is a terrible place to have this realization because I cannot pull the depth module 2 out at this time. So, poor planning on my part, buddy. I have a surprise for you. Oh, there you are. Ta-da! Nice. All right. Now, let's see. What can I do? I can probably drop down into this hot area some and just start taking my Pawnee suit from there. And if that doesn't work, yeah, let me check my depth. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I don't want to hit this right here. I think I'll be all right. I should be drawing power. Yeah, I can't go any lower. And where I'm at, yeah, I'm okay on depth, but I've got, of course, got all these flags going off here. What I really just want to make sure is that my power is going up. I'll go up just a little bit higher. I think I'm pulling in power. I don't think I have any problem. Let me grab some food and some water, and I will take my Pawnee suit and go out from here. Hopefully, I am not required to go any deeper than the 1,700 meters if that thing will allow me to go. I hope that sentence made sense. I was thinking about my food preparation, and I was not thinking through that sentence. You know, I should have salted these. I just put that together. I did not think that through. These guys... Interesting. I didn't cook them. They're not going bad. I didn't realize there was a fish like that, where I could just eat it as is without being cooked. I mean, like, I had no way of cooking it. That's okay. I don't need food now. I forgot to check on the water. Yeah, I got plenty of water, so I should be okay. What I'm going to do is save the game real quick, and then I am going to drop in. Let me check this. Yeah, I do have this with me. I've got an extra battery with me. I have titanium, but it doesn't matter. I have got this upgraded. Yeah, this is this, so I can land in the lava and, or by the lava and recharge my battery. I've got everything else going. My depth module too, so I can go to 1,700 feet without a problem. Now, first thing I'm going to do is try and get someplace where I can land. There we go. Yeah, and so I'm at 1,258 feet, and I can go to 1,700. Yeah, that guy I was worried about. I saw them at a distance at the end of my last video. Yeah, he's shooting fireballs at me or something. Yeah, go away, buddy. Yeah, no. Oh, so he's some kind of, like, dragon squid? I didn't catch that before. He's massive, that's for sure. So he's some kind of... At first I thought he was like an Acto-Dragon, but I don't know what the difference would be between a squid and an Acto-Dragon. But obviously, you know, it is what it is. It shoots fireballs, and it's very, very scary. So that's where my sub is. Before I go any farther, let me make sure that I want to turn off all of the pot. I want my Cyclops and my Mech Warrior highlighted, and I don't want to get distracted with any other beacons. Gold. In real life, I'd be all about drilling that up, but in this game, not super important. That's an interesting structure. Is that a okay. So I thought that was like an egg or something that had cracked. Yeah, I know. All right, let's keep going. I'm trying to get a little higher because I want to get a sense of where I need to go. All I know is for right now, I need to move away from my sub. Oh, there's more of that crystal. Let's go over and take a look this direction. I am really glad I got my jump. Oh, darn it. I don't know, guys, if you've done that. Yeah, if I had some time, I would dig up that titanium. But I have spent a lot of time digging up titanium recently. Oh, look at that. That looks like a little bit like the Eye of Sauron from Lord of the Rings. I'm sure I'm not saying that right, but let's take a look. Let's go a little deeper. (51°C). Wow, look at that. I'm actually surprised it's not warmer than that. Let me see if I can shoot my thing over my use this to propel forward. Wow, this is nuts. This screams Dante's Inferno type stuff to me. Ah, didn't do that right. So I'm gonna have to come in here and try and find a spot to land. All right, let's see if, okay, is that a wall? Or is that just another tall, okay, tall structure? But it looks like it's a cave wall to me. All right, I don't know which way to go. So that's my sub. I can go this way, or I can go this way. I'm gonna go this way to start and see what I got. And if I can't find anything, I'm gonna come back that way. I don't want to bore you guys in the video by doing this, but once I leave this area, it's kind of a pain to come back, and I don't really want to. So I want to grab all of this crystal that I want to at least grab some of the crystal. because obviously I still need to upgrade my sub depth. I really thought I'd fully upgraded that thing. I can't believe I didn't do it. Maybe I'll do that in this video. I'll need to see what else I need to have. I just know I need some of this stuff. So I'm thinking 50 degrees Celsius. I'm trying to convert that in my head to Fahrenheit, because, of course, here in America we use Fahrenheit for everything. Although, for my job, occasionally we'll use the metric system, but that's more meters than the degrees. But I think 50 degrees Celsius is somewhere in the ballpark of like 120 or 130 degrees. I'm not sure. You know what? I'll check it and I will post it if I remember on the screen. Okay. That bit is done. Wow, interesting. Look at those things. Let me get up here so I can pull me up. There we go. Okay. I wonder how big this cavern is. All right. So I'm going to try and get above this because I don't know whether to go up or down. Okay. I was concerned that this was a split. That's not mineable, I bet. And like that was a cave below me. And maybe it was. Maybe I'm going to go down. I think I'm going to go down and take a look. At that go down here because I'm afraid that's a cave that I'll need to explore. Oh, jerk. I wish there was an upgrade you can make to that to make it so that it reaches just a tiny bit farther. Okay. Maybe I need to go this way. Feel like Spider-Man slinging around here. Okay, so this ends up merging back together. Oh, there's a big skeleton over there. Wow, this area is huge. Okay. Okay, so there's a couple of skeletons right here. Let me... Oh, I don't have my scanner, do I? Let's see, if I'm at 50 degrees Celsius... actually, let me... I cannot remember, does my suit protect me to... It just says extreme temperature. It doesn't say what temperature. Let me pop out and see if I start taking damage. Yeah, apparently this is important. In the lower right-hand corner, it popped up. Reaper Leviathan. I'll read that later. This is not area to be doing that. Okay. Is that an area I can go? I don't think it is. I think this is the direction I need to go. So my ship, let me get oriented again. Oh, that's my ship. So if I'm going to keep my ship to the left, I need to keep going this way. I really wish this thing had a sonar. Oops. Yeah, let's... Oh, I meant to get on that. Let that recharge. Oh, there's so much crystal here. If I was in a little bit safer area, I would spend some time getting more of that. There we go. Okay. Let me check my orientation again. That's my sub. I need to keep my sub to the left, so I'm not going the same direction I was. I don't see... Let me go look, but I don't think this goes any farther. Okay. I might be circling back to where I was. I suspect this would, I mean, as big as this thing is, what's my depth? Okay. As big as this area is, I imagine you could spend days back here just exploring and trying to find cool stuff. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. I'm not getting around this thing. I want to land here. It's just not happening. There we go. Oh no, leave me alone. Okay. Alright, so I'm starting to wonder, is there something I should be looking for here? Like, I thought this was going to be a little more on rails. Like, this was a narrow path, and I was just going to follow the narrow path to find something. But I guess I should have known better with this game. This is so much more open world than a, say, on rails game. Just got to watch my depth, make sure that I'm okay. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do right here now is I am going to just keep searching, but I don't know that this is going to be super interesting just watching me jump around. So I think what I'll do is make a cut right here, and then if I find something interesting, I will come back and let you know. Okay, so I'm kind of on the run again. Because that guy has been bothering me for a while. Basically, what happened is I went, let me get my sub again so I can keep my orientation. I've lost it. I thought it was that direction. Oh, I'm completely turned around. Okay. Anyway, I'm getting close back to the entrance area again. When I first came in, I wanted to take, I could go left or right. I went what I was calling left, as if I was coming from the sub. And I found some bones and I found some other stuff, but I didn't. Wow, guy looks. Oh, I thought he was backed into a corner. I don't really want to be standing here. I bet I look like a snack to him. Anyway, what I was saying was, I see those bones down there. I don't think these are the ones that I scanned. I think this is something different. So I'm gonna go down here and see if I scan it. Anyway, what I meant to say was I went the same direction that I was continued to go. I eventually got all the way back down to my base. Am I taking damage? No, I'm not. Let me get my scanner out. Okay, not scannable. Let me get my repair thing out, because I did take a little bit of damage. Thank you. Anyway, all that coherent, can't talk and think at the same time.
Within the natural structure at the center of this chamber.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and listen to that again because I didn't hear it because I was trying to talk. Oops. I didn't mean to do... Come on. Okay. I'm going to save the game just in case. Then I'm going to bring up that last message because I didn't hear it.
Detect an alien materials and a massive energy signature. Reading originates within the natural structure at the center of this chamber.
Okay, so I can go down to 1700. It sounds like what it's saying is there's some interesting stuff going on here. Let me watch my depth. Wow. Okay. So I'm okay. I'm still at, around 1400, a little above 1400. The temperature has jumped up to about 60 degrees C. I don't see any particularly threatening creatures right here. So let me go this direction and see where I get. Or see what I find. See what I get. I like that swinging method because I can can recover some of my... Whoa, look at that. Some of my thrust. Wow, okay, that is screenshotable. Well, shoot. I hope those guys leave me alone. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's the net. Damn it. Where is it? Come on, turn that off. Oh, I thought it would have dropped. Am I on a ledge? I'm surprised that didn't drop.
I am what you seek. Want to help you.
Good, I want you to help me too. What I seek is a way off the island, or off this planet. Or I guess I seek a cure for the disease. Interesting. So I'm obviously on the right track. Anyway, there's this huge lava area. I think I'm going to try and get out to one of those and see if there's anything important in that area. I just want to look around to make sure I'm not missing something obvious. Okay. Yeah, I just...
Fluid intake.
Bad timing. I'm just worried about, like, I think I'll be okay, even if I have to land in the lava. Wow, look at that. That's massive. Okay, let me take some fluid. Okay, let me listen to this one. I don't... Oh, no, that is the one. Okay. Yeah. Hey,
I am what you seek. Want to help you.
Okay.
Vital signs stabilized.
Okay. So when I said I don't want to miss something big, I meant like that. That's huge. Okay. Make sure, again, I'm not missing anything. I think that area over there is where I want to head. But I'm just making sure there's no openings here. Come on. Yeah, let that recharge up. Actually, I'm gonna let that settle in. I'm gonna grab a screenshot because I'm thinking that's gonna be my thumbnail. Yeah, I don't know what was there, but I don't see a door. So I could obviously be missing it. I'm trying not to, get attacked, and I'm trying not to fall into the lava, so certainly could be very distracted. I think this is the one I just left. Okay, am I gonna be okay if I get out of my suit right here? Yeah, I'm taking some damage. Okay, scan it. Okay. I just want to make sure there's no entrance right here. And I can maneuver outside of my suit much better. Okay, but that's it. That's it. I'm out of... Okay. I don't want to lose any more health. All right, let's jump this direction and see if we can get to that island. I don't think it should be a problem. Oh, and it looks like it continues that direction. Okay, so here is obviously the main entrance. But let me look around to make sure I didn't miss anything. These games do that quite a bit, where they may misdirect you to go one way, but there's secret information or whatever if you go look behind the building or something. It doesn't look like it from here. Let me get on top. Boy, I'm sure glad I got that jump back. 70 degrees. I'd love to know what the material of this building is. It's pretty impressive they can stand this pressure and temperature. Okay. That all looks the same. I think what I'm going to do is go in the entrance here. And then once I'm in the entrance, come on. I'll see what I can find. And then when I'm done with that, I'm going to head that direction. Oh, is that a force field? Okay, so it looks like 2 force fields, actually. Can I go through this one? Yes, I can. Okay. So I can go through this one. Oh, the temperature dropped significantly. It's 24 Celsius. Interesting. Am I not underwater anymore? Or maybe, I don't know. All right, let's see. This is going to require... Do I have... Oh, I am out of water. Hey, buddy. Let me check my inventory to see if I've got any of those tablets. I didn't bring any of them. So I've got the orange and the purple tablet, but this is a blue tablet. Okay, so I don't have the blue tablet, which means that I've got to figure out how to either make the blue tablet or I've got to find a blue tablet. Let me double check. I cannot run through here. So whatever I need, this is important. But that's it. This is all the farther I can go. So let me see if I can figure out how to get back into my suit. Actually, while I'm here, since I think I'm reasonably protected, let me eat some food. Let me drop that guy. It's not going to let me. Yeah, I'm starting to run out of food. So I've either got to... What is that? Oh. I've either got to start catching some of these fish and use my knife to eat them or to cook them, or I'm going to start having to head back to my sub. But I do want to explore this direction some. All right, the music's getting intense, but this is a dead end. Okay, so let's think. I have got, this is the sulfur stuff, right? Yeah, it's just got a red hue to it. I have explored a lot of this area. There may be areas that I have missed, but I need to figure out how to get... There we go. I need to figure out how to get my sub down here because I think this is big enough that I'm going to need to be able to take my sub. But I'm going to need to do the upgrade, and I don't remember what it is off the top of my head to bring it up to the next level of depth. I am still quite surprised I didn't have that. Because I want to fully explore this area, and I don't feel like I can do that, or I don't believe I can do that as well without my suit. If nothing else, just because I can carry more food, or not my suit, my sub, because I can carry more food, or at least I'm going to have to go back to my sub and get more food. So what I'm going to do is make another cut here, and I'm going to, wow, look at that. I am going to head back to my sub, and if I find something interesting, I will cut back in and show you again. So I made it back to my sub. My mech warrior actually took quite a bit of damage. His health was all the way down to 24 by the time I got back, because what had happened is when I was getting close, I got attacked and I got teleported out of my sub. There we go. Now my heat should go up. Or my energy should go up now that I get rid of those guys. Anyway, what I was saying is I got attacked by those guys right there. They teleported me out of the sub. I was right above lava. My ship, or my mech suit dropped, into the lava. And by the time I was able to get down and get out, let's see if I can grab you. Ah, food. Nice. Anyway, by the time I was able to get out, it was down to 24%. So I just creeped back here as fast as I could to get my suit up and running again. Okay. So what I want to do now is I want to see what does it take again to make this upgrade 3, because I'd like to continue if I can. Oh, that's not the right one. This is the one. So I just need plasteel. Okay, you know what I cannot do is I can't pull this out now, because without having the depth module 2 in there, I am going to crush to death. And even if I do it pretty quick, I would end up taking a lot of damage. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out of here. And let's use these guys, and we may just have to drive backwards. So I can go straight like this for a while. Let me switch to my upper camera. I need to go back until I can go up. I don't remember what the depth is that my sub will go when I take that module out. So I'm going to need to look that up, because again, I don't want to lose my sub just because I was careless. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I should be okay. I should clear this. There is a big creature up here, or at least there was the last time. And I want to make sure to avoid him. All right, let me pause right here, because my depth, yeah, I'm pretty safe right here, I think. Oh, that's the guy. Let me drop a little bit. You don't see me. Oh yeah, I'm hitting my sub. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause right here, and I'm going to look to see what the depth I can achieve without that module in. See if I'm below that depth. What depth am I at? 1,000 meters, and I don't remember how deep I can go without it. You know what? Let's just try and see what happens, actually. Oh, wow. Look at this light. So it'll tell me pretty quickly. I'll pull it out, and if I start getting crushed, I'll put it back in. Actually, I'm going to save the game. Then I'm going to do it. So I'm acting like I'm living a little, but then I'm not.
Warning.
Nope.
Reached. Hull damage imminent.
All right. 500 it is. So I got to get out of here, and I got to get into significantly... Hey, we've been over this. Get off my sub. You know what? I'm going to use this guy. It's so much easier to navigate with this. Okay, just had a thought. I need to make sure that I turn on my beacons to know where to go, because I don't have this memorized. Let's see, what is back? My Seamoth 1 is back at my base. So I am back at my base. I came up to the surface just to see what the sun looked like again. I've spent so much time in the deep part of the city, or deep part of the country. Try that again. I spent so much time in the deep part of the planet that I wanted to come up and see what the local star looked like. There's the aurora. Everything is cool. I am located just above my base. So let me drop down here. That's probably enough. Turn my engine off, and let's get started. I did remember, actually I'm going to turn that back on. I have pulled the power cells that are either partly depleted or completely depleted, and I plan on charging those up. And I did finally remember to grab some of that creepvine, or not finally, I did remember to grab creepvine. Now that I'm back here, I'm going to dump this in so that I can plant it when I get back to my base. Now, what is the most important thing to do right now? For me, that is, I want to... Yeah, I'm not going to look at that now. I want to go in and start building Oh, this module, which means I need to grab the module. I need to see if I've got plastisteel. I actually think I could probably do that here, because I think I have some plastisteel with me. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm going to have to go and grab some plastisteel and do that. I've got the crystal, correct? Nope, let me grab some of that. Oh, I know I've got more than that. Yeah, it's probably in my mech suit. Let me grab that. Yeah, there we go. So I think I needed 4 of those. Oop, I need 3 of those. I need the plastisteel and I need the depth module. Let me put depth module here. Let me grab my depth module. Now I can only do 500 feet. The plastisteel, you know what? I think I can actually make that here. I don't think I actually need to go back into my base to do that. Nope. Oh, to make the plastisteel, I need 10 titanium. 4, 4, 4. Okay, and then I think, well, I'll look it up when I get there. Yeah, two lithium. Okay, let me make that. And 2 lithium. Nice. All right. So if this wasn't clear, I came back to my base for 2 reasons. I wanted to get that creep vine, but the other part was that I needed to be above 500 meters when I took out the module, of a depth of 500 meters. So I just decided this was really the safest place to do that. So I came back here, get everything taken care of. I don't actually plan on staying long, 1,700 meters. Now it is time to go back in to the depth to see if I can explore this a little bit farther or a little bit better now that I'll be able to take with my sub with me. So I know I just said that I was getting ready to leave to go back to my forward operating base when I realized there was a couple of things in here that I wanted to do. One of them is I'm going to go ahead and charge these things. I was going to do it when I got back to my other base, but since I had to come here for other reasons, I am going to grab a couple of things of titanium, which is probably more than I need. A couple of things of quartz, which is more than I need, because what I want to do is finally put a hatch on this guy. So a couple of you had left comments that what I needed to do was put a hatch on it, and of course that makes a lot of sense. So I've got everything I need to go ahead and drop the hatch in there. Hull stability is down to 50, 2.5. Oh no, what am I going to do? All right, so what I could do, use planter. Oh, I see. So I can just drop whatever I want to in here. The fish isn't going to do me any good, so I'm just going to trash that. But let's see. Maybe I'll go see what I need to do, because I really still don't really know for sure. It seems like it's more plant life, but I would think animal life would be a good choice too. Do I still have? Yeah, let's grab one of each of these guys. And then I don't think I've got any plants except for... Yeah, I don't think that's going to do anything. It's too small or too confined of an area. What I am going to do is plant that outside because I don't remember if I've got it. I'm going to take that with me. Yeah, let's do that. All right. Come in. Connect with the planter. Let's drop my fish in. Okay, so I can't drop fish in. It's got to be plants, which is interesting. So I need to make sure that I'm not doing that wrong. Just dropping it in, yeah, it won't work. So I'm not sure what's up, except that it must obviously not be for fish. So that means I'm going to have to go out and find some plants, which I think I should have some around here. Let's go back over here real quick, because I want to drop. There we go. Let me drop that in. I'd love to see if it grows. Okay, let me get my knife out and see if I can take some of this. Cool. Get some of this. Oh, that was quite a few seeds. And I already got some of that. I don't think I can collect this grass. That's too bad. That would be cool. Is there any other plants? Are there any other plants in this vicinity that would make good? Biodiversity. Let's try this down here. That'll work. I mean, because if this doesn't work and I don't know what I'm doing, which is really the case, this is my first playthrough. I don't want to have a bunch of extra seeds that I won't need. All right, let's try this. That worked. Let's do a couple of those. Well, let's just drop everything in then. Okay, so it's full. That's everything I've got. Nice, so it just randomly kind of drops it all around. Cool. You know, the one thing I don't remember, it's just popped in my head, so I don't know, is I think I still had that. Yeah, this guy. Let me drop these two in and see, or let me go. I don't know that they'll do anything, but I just want to experiment and see what happens. Okay, let's grab some of these. Oh, crud, I can't grab it out. Can I replace it? Nope, that means I'm going to have to figure out. There they are. Okay, so I'm going to have to try at a different time because those won't let me pull them out. So it looks like I have to wait till they're fully grown, then I can harvest them. Anyway, I think this is going to be a good time to cut the video right here. What I'm going to do for the next video is I'm going to head back down into that lava area, and I'm going to take my sub and I'm going to explore it some more. If it turns out that there's nothing interesting there, that there's nothing else for me to discover or nothing else for me to show, then I'll probably just show a quick excerpt of it and move on to whatever else that video is going to contain. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys are having a good day. And remember, game on.